Hello everybody and welcome back to another Ayoto Corporation video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Kill the Bad Guy, which is a game about killing the bad guy. I can't really get much more specific than that because you'll see when I start the game. Anyway, just before we get started, one interesting thing to note is that, well, there's not really any control things, which, when I show you the gameplay, it really isn't too big of a deal. One thing it does have is Twitch integration. I haven't really tested this out, but seems like it might be cool just to be able to stream the game directly from inside the game. So that's just a thing. Anyway, Kill the Bad Guy is basically a simulator where you're playing as, I guess, a strange sort of hitman, where you have to use the environment to kill your targets. And you have various targets ranging from Luciano to Kim.kom. Let's see, I'm on John Doe. So anyway, you start the game off, you've got a little background on the guy. So you've got a primary objective, which is always kill the bad guy, and a secondary objective, which is basically kill the bad guy in a specific sort of challenge way. So in this secondary objective, I have to, one of the bystanders is shy, so I have to send him something to eat to make him join the party. Now over here I can see there's a fruit stand and a bread place, so I might be able to send bread or fruit to the guy. Anyway, this is the identity of the guy and why we want to kill him. This guy is a lot more petty compared to some of the other guys. Like, some of the other guys are actually like terrorist, rapist. This guy swims the backstroke when the pool is crowded, which means he's the most horrifying of all. Anyway, over here you've got your stars, you know, basic grading. You have to kill the bad guy, of course. If you don't do this, you fail, no matter what. There's the secondary objective, which is this thing. You have to kill him in one day, and I'll sort of show you here. So what happens is, the bad guy will always walk towards the end of the map. And you can affect various things in the area to sort of mess with him. For example, I can do that. So I can wait for him to walk over the manhole, and when that happens, he will fall in and hopefully die. Or I can go to the next day and set all this stuff up beforehand, because if he sees you messing with stuff in front of him, for example, if I do this, he'll run away and I can't do anything to him. So that allows you to set things up beforehand and, you know, not have to worry about him spotting you. Let me just go back here. There's a tooth. Every time the guy dies, his tooth will fly off someplace at various velocities depending on how you killed him. If you, like, just make him fall down a manhole, his tooth might fly up in the air and fall next to it. If you hit him with a car, his tooth might fly off in a different direction. That sort of thing. And Find the Passport is sort of to show his secret identity and give more evidence as to who he is and why we should kill him. Anyway, back to the actual game. As I said, the game requires you to interact with various things in the environment. Most of them are black. Can't really interact with these, but, you know. So, I've interacted with the manhole. That's one of the things. So, hopefully, if he walks over it, whenever he walks over it, and speed it up, I can now press this button. Oh, I missed him. I messed up there. Okay, or I can put this rubber band there. So now the rubber band is there. I can also mess with this manhole again. But I can take this piece of bread here and use it as a projectile weapon if I don't miss. See? God damn. This is really hard to aim. It's not doing anything. Really? Okay, how about a banana? Banana gonna do it? Nope. Let's try that again. Okay, I think I know what I have to do here. I think I have to shoot this at him when he's on the manhole in order to get him to stay on the manhole long enough for me to activate it. I think that's what I have to do. So just wait until he stands on it like that. And then sky high. Now, unfortunately, this guy spotted me, so I actually failed because I got caught. I'm not sure how that works because I appear to be some sort of omnipresent god thing. I can try that again. Now over here, see that little thing? Right here? That's the passport. There's one of those hidden in every level. So I'll just do this. Hack this thing. Put the bread in there. And just wait for the right time. Ah, crap. You get the idea, though. Let me see if I can actually show you something else about the game as well. No. So, in each of these, because there's 6 of these things, there's also a special little bonus section. For example, this one is zombies. Where, instead of the normal kill the bad guy thing, I've got a whole bunch of different weapons. Like, I got a harpoon thing, basically, here, I can use to shoot zombies. And my goal is to kill 30 of these things, which is actually quite difficult, because they just swarm you after a while. And I can use this tree to launch stuff at them as well. I got more harpoons here I can fire. And I don't really know why it's doing this right now. So yeah, all these things are basically things that you can do in the game. And I can just sort of cut zombies off at the legs. The one that I unlocked in this area, as soon as it loads, there we go, is Angry Dogs, where I have to use the dogs, a la Angry Birds, to kill the bad guys. And this is a thing that you can do in the game. You can actually, one of the things that you're able to do is, use a dog corpse to either attract attention to an area so the bad guy will sort of go over there, or to... Hold on. I haven't beaten this thing yet. It's hard. So, I mean, there is something a bit distasteful about using a dead dog's corpse to kill people, but, you know, you kind of get used to it, I guess. Let me see if I can actually make it. Oh, yes! Yeah, I beat it! There was a secondary objective? What was the secondary objective? Be economical. I guess I have to beat them and less them all the dogs. Well. Anyway, by beating each of these things, you get stars, and after getting enough stars, you unlock the next thing. So you do have to sort of demonstrate some amount of proficiency with these things. And there's a whole bunch of them. For example, Dr. Mad here walks through this area. So the easy way to kill him is just to do this. Whoop, hold on. I've tied a rope to this thing, and then as soon as he walks in front of it, I just pull on the rope, collapses on him, and he dies. Simple as that. You can, of course, get a lot more complicated. This is a fairly simple one. They'll give you a little replay at the end once you manage to kill him. You can change the angle, take a little snapshot of it, that sort of thing. And you can share it with friends. And that's basically the game. It's fairly simple, but it does get... You can do things that are very complex. For example, this one. I have the option of course, just running him over with a car, but that's no fun. Plus, you know, there's cameras everywhere. So one thing you have to do is you have to actually move all these cars out of the way so that this car at the very end can just slam into him and drive off in the distance without being seen. Or you can set them all on fire and wait for them to explode. I wonder if there's any cars left. Let me see. Now if I do this... he runs. Oh well. But that's basically kill the bad guy. The music's a bit interesting. There's a couple different songs, most of which have kill the bad guy as the major theme and or lyric. And there's just some background music, which occasionally gets supplanted by these songs. So it's an interesting game. It's $15 on Steam, but there is a demo if you want to try it out. And I would recommend trying out the demo, because it is fun to sort of try and manipulate the environment into killing them. Although one thing I really, really would have liked to see is a level customizer. Because, like, these are cool, but what I'd really like to be able to do is be able to set up my own levels and have the bad guy walk through a specific path. So, for example, I can set it up so that there's a car park here, and then if he gets through the car park, there's a piano that drops on him and catapults him off into the sky or something. You know, just be able to make some really crazy over-the-top action sequence sort of thing that he has to do to kill the bad guy. Like this one here is one of the cooler ones, because I can just do this, then hack this car, and then I just need to wait for him to get into position. As soon as he gets into position, I just push this, the car ramps over the building, and crushes him. See, that's cool. I want to do more stuff like that. Anyway, like I said, you should go check it out. It's really fun, really cool. $15 or demo. This has been Ayoto Corporation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.